Here you are, face to face in...
Organizing can be so expensive. You watch all the shows like The Home Edit or YouTube organization videos, and you are so motivated to get started just to find out how much that shoe rack really costs. And then boom, all your motivation goes out the window because you think that you can't afford it. In this video, I did hours of research to find the best products to organize a bedroom closet, and I compared 3 different stores. The Container Store, which is the most popular, Amazon, and Ikea. My name is Michelle and I do cleaning motivation and organization videos, so I'd really like it if you would subscribe to my channel if that's something that you're interested in. And go ahead and click the like button and the bell notification so that you don't miss one of my videos. One of the best organization tips from the pros like The Home Edit or Nikki Boyd's Beautifully Organized book is to start in the small spaces like the closet, the drawers, anything that can overspill. It's important to start in those spaces because those are your storage spaces. So once you get to the bigger areas in the house, then you have places to store things. Whereas if your storage spaces are completely full, then you have nothing to do with all of the overspill from your larger spaces. I am determined to organize my entire house from top to bottom, but in doing so, there's no way that I could spend thousands of dollars organizing my house. So I'm starting in the small spaces like the bedroom closets, and I picked 3 stores, like I mentioned before. The Container Store, which is known for their quality. So you really can't go wrong with choosing the Container Store. You will be surprised to find that they weren't always the most expensive store. But one downfall is that they don't always deliver everything. But on the upside, they do have rewards programs that you can sign up for and get additional discounts. Next, Amazon, which is definitely a top choice and an easy go-to because you can get the products delivered really fast, but sometimes they are hit or miss on quality. So that's something that you may have to gamble with a little bit when choosing the right product. Later in this video, in the comparisons, I made sure to choose only the top rated products which had excellent reviews or were recommended through Amazon. Ikea is the last store that I compared products with. They are going to be a really good choice for the absolute best price. Now I'm going to jump right into it, as you may be surprised on some of the price points and products that I found. First up are these drawer organizers, which are inserts that you actually put in your drawer, and when using them with the KonMari folding method, it makes a huge impact and easy to find things. So I found them at the Container Store, which ranged around $14.99 and $19.99 each. On Amazon, I found a pack of 12 for $25.99, which would make it around $2.17 each. And at Ikea, I found a 6-pack for $4.99, or you can buy individual inserts for about $2.99 to $5.99 each. Now, I actually have the ones from Amazon, which I put in both of my daughter's rooms. I'll show you an example here, which you can insert for different sizes. I also picked up the ones from Ikea, which are a great price, and I love both of them as well. Next up is under the bed storage, which you don't have to necessarily put shoes in. I've seen a lot of people put extra linens in as well. From the Container Store, you'll be surprised that I found it for $19.99, and the sizing is a lot bigger from Amazon, which is $22.99 and more expensive. At Ikea, I found the best price for $8.99, and it is an in-between size of the Container Store and Amazon. I actually purchased this one as well and plan to use it for linens. This is the one that I got from Ikea. I plan to store it under the bed, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money. It has a zipper where you can store additional items and keep them hidden. Next up are these drawer dividers. If you don't plan on using the drawer inserts, then these are a great alternative. I found them the most expensive at the Container Store, which they're expandable and range about 20 inches long. At Amazon, I found the best price, but you do have to buy them in a package of 4 to get the best discount, which would make them $4.99 each. And these expanded out to 30 inches long, which is the longest. I found them at Ikea for $13.99 each. They are 24 inches long. I'm not sure if they are expandable, but Amazon won the best price on this one. Next are these hanging organizers, which you can use to store towels, shoes, hats, or anything extra that's needed. Now, the one from Container Store and Ikea are a bit wider, whereas the one from Amazon is longer. So I found it the most expensive at the Container Store for $17.59. Next, I found it at Amazon for $8.47 and at Ikea for $6.99. So keep in mind the sizing that you want, and that will help determine the best option. Next up are these 3-tier storage carts, and they can be used in your closet for shoe storage. They can be used to store jewelry or any kind of multifunctional purpose. Surprisingly, I found them at Amazon the most expensive for $39.99. Next up at the Container Store for $34.99. And lastly, I found them the least expensive at Ikea for $29.99. Not only did Ikea have the best price, if you notice the dimensions, it was also slightly bigger than the other two options. I actually purchased the one from Ikea shown here, and it can be used to store shoes, toys, anything bedside, crafts, and the wheels are removable if you need it to be a little lower. Next up, I found these closet shoe racks, which Ikea right now is the cheapest price at $19.99, but this one is only a 2-tier rack. These are stackable, so if you were to buy 2 and make it a 4-tier rack, then it would be the most expensive, around $40. Next is actually the Container Store, which is the next cheapest. For the 4-tier rack, it would be $23.99, and at Amazon, I found this metal tier rack for $30.98. So you can choose the best option depending on your space and the dimensions and what look you're going for. Next are these shoebox storages, which I tried to find them in groups so that it's not individual, because in most cases you are not buying just one box. You have more than one pairs of shoes, and when you just buy one, it tends to be more expensive. So I found them the cheapest at Ikea for $7.99 in a box of 4. So if that would make it to about $1.99 each. Now, these are not plastic, so depending on what look you're going for, you might want to go with the other options if you want something that's plastic. But if you are trying to organize for the best price, then Ikea would be the cheapest way to go. Next, at the Container Store for a pack of 6, this was $49.99, which came out to be the most expensive at $8.33 each. And at Amazon, I found a pack of 8 for $39.99, which these would come out to around $4.99 each. Also note the different sizes. So the larger ones will be more expensive than the medium size or the small bins. So depending on your shoe size, you'll want to make note of what size that you'll actually need. Next are these pocket shoe organizers. So if you don't have a lot of floor space to have a shoe rack or a lot of the shoe boxes, then this is a great alternative storage. So I found this the cheapest at Ikea for $6.99, which came with 16 pockets. Next, at the Container Store for $10.39, these are on sale right now, and this comes with 18 pockets. And last, at Amazon for $10.99 for 20 pockets. So it really just depends on how many shoes that you're planning on storing and how many different pocket sizes that you need. So the price is not a big difference on each of these. So mainly just go with the number of pockets that you'll want. Now, boots tend to take up a lot of space, so hanging them vertically could be a good alternative. This hanging boot rack I found in 3 different places. It is quite expensive at the Container Store and Amazon for 5 pairs. They were both $69.99. So if you want to make the investment, because in most cases our boots tend to be more expensive, then you can go ahead and purchase from either of these stores. But I did find something similar on Wayfair for $46.99, and this actually included 6 pairs of boots. Next is a boot rack, and I do tend to purchase this from the Container Store, which is actually a lot more cheaper than Amazon for $31.99 each. It's currently on sale, and it holds 6 pairs of boots. At Amazon, I found the same thing for $59.99, and I did not find an equivalent at Ikea, which is why I'm just comparing these two. Next are these boot shapers, which you can see if you buy a pack of 5 at Amazon, they are $19.99, which makes them about $3.99 each. Now these are foldable ones, so you clip them together and place them inside the boot, whereas at the Container Store, they're more expensive, about $7.99 each, but they were more plastic to kind of help hold the shape of the boot. Now these storage bins can go on the top of the closet and have a multifunctional purpose, storing extra things, winter stuff, anything that you're currently not using that season. I found them the most expensive at the Container Store. Note the size is 11 by 11 and these were $12.99. At Ikea, they were about the same size, 11 and 3/4 by 11 and 3/4. These were $9.99, and I found them the cheapest at Amazon, but you have to buy a pack of 4, which make them out to about $8.74 each, and they are 13 by 13, so a lot bigger than the other two. Just for size reference, the one on the left, the pink one, is an 11 by 11. I got this one at Walmart actually for about $5. And the one on the right is from Target, and that one cost me about $10, and that is a 13 by 13. So just depending on your space and the size, then go with the one that best suits your needs. Next up is this metal clothes rack, and this can be good if you're trying to plan out your clothes for the week. You can simply hang them on this and take one each morning. I found it at Ikea for $12.99. This was the cheapest price, and this was about 68 3/4 inches tall. Next, at the Container Store, this one was only $27.99 and about 70.5 inches tall. And lastly, at Amazon, this one has an additional rack, so this might be something you might be interested in if that's what you need. And this one was 64 3/4 inches tall for $29.98. Next up are these kids hangers. Now you can see that Ikea has the best price, but these are also plastic. So if you are looking for the best price, then I would say go with Ikea, which range to about 19 cents each. If you are looking for something a little bit nicer, the velvet ones, at the Container Store, I found them the cheapest for $4.24 for a package of 10, which made them to about 42 cents each. And at Amazon, it was $22.99 for a package of 50, making them about 46 cents each. Now, before I did my research, I did purchase the ones from Amazon for $22.99 for a package of 50, and I really like them. I think that they hold the kids' clothes really well. They're well made, and I love the color of them. Next up are these adult hangers, which having matching hangers can really transform the look of your closet, and only having a certain number of hangers so that you're not constantly buying more clothes and getting new hangers is the key to staying decluttered. I found them for the best price at Amazon, so $25.95 for a package of 50, which led out to about 51 cents each. At the Container Store, they were $23.77 for a package of 40, which made them about 59 cents each. And at Ikea, these are actually wood ones. So I did not find the velvet ones, which is probably why they're a little more expensive. So if you're interested in the wood look, then you can purchase these for $5.99 for a package of 8, which made them about 75 cents each. Last are these jewelry organizer trays. I actually found them the most expensive at Ikea, which is why I didn't picture them here. I found another store which had them a lot cheaper. But the Container Store had these jewelry organizers for $39.99 each. Next, Amazon had them for about $20.99 each, and they are trays, so they come out. And I found them at Walmart for a lot cheaper for $16.99. Now, I personally have the one from Amazon for $20.99, and it fits my needs perfectly. The trays come in and out, and they're stackable. You can take apart the organizing tray and have more space for more jewelry if needed. And it fits perfectly in my drawer. You can also use it in a closet if needed, and that is the one that I ended up going with. So that's all the products that I had for this video. I hope that it gave you some great ideas and motivation to know that you can organize even on a budget. If you want to see more organization dupes in each space that I work through the house, then leave me a comment below and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in my next video.
the glass and I am going places, makes me laugh above